There's a corner table waiting near the window where we met. Every Friday after 7, like a promise we had kept. The waiter knew our usual order, knew which stories we would tell. That small cafe held our lifetime, more than any house or hotel. At the corner table, everything was true. Every week became a chapter, every chair belonged to you. Though the room has been repainted, though the signs have all been changed, at the corner table I still hear you say my name. Now I sometimes pass the doorway, see new faces through the glass. Someone else is making memories where we once discussed the past. Places do not owe us loyalty. People come and people go. Still a table can remember more than strangers ever know. At the corner table, we became who we became. Every dream and disappointment found a place beside your name. Though the cafe closed last winter, though the street no longer looks the same, there will always be a corner where our love remains. 2 cups cooling by the window pane. It wasn't doors or suitcases, it wasn't footsteps down the hall. It was how you stopped asking if I needed you at all. It was silence after dinner, it was distance in your eyes. Long before the final morning, I could hear the last goodbye. That was the sound of leaving, quiet as the falling snow. Not a crash, not a warning, just the things we stopped bodies stay around. That was the sound of leaving, quiet as the closing day. Not an argument or anger, just the warmth that slipped away. Love can disappear in whispers till there's nothing left to hold. That was the sound of leaving, and it left the whole room cold. Soft and slow, then you go. The day has almost disappeared. The night has not begun. Every rooftop turns to violet. Every window catches sun. This was always when you called me. This was always when we met. Now the blue out comes without you. Still it knows I won't forget. It's the blue hour again. Halfway between now and then, everything becomes a memory. Everything comes back again. For a moment, light and darkness find a way to be friends. And I almost feel you near me in the blue hour again. People hurry toward their houses. Birds return above the square. I keep standing by the river, like your voice is somewhere there. Maybe grief is just a color that appears when daylight ends. Not forever, not completely, just the blue hour again. It's the blue hour again, where the broken We rented one small bedroom somewhere south of London town. Heard the trains beyond the garden, heard the neighbors moving round. We had second-hand appliances and a table made of pine. Still that little rented kingdom felt like yours and felt like mine. Somewhere south of London, we built a life from almost none. Shared the bills and shared the blankets, shared the rain and shared the sun. We had no idea what we were doing, still we thought we'd overcome everything that waited for us somewhere south of London. Sunday markets, cheap red wine, laundry hanging in the hall. We were tired and underpaid, still we had enough for all. I have lived in better houses, I have slept in softer beds, but I've never felt more hopeful than the life we had back then. Somewhere south of London, we became a little brave. Learned that love was buying groceries and forgiving small mistakes. Though the house belongs to strangers, though the years have come and gone, part of me is still beside you, somewhere south of London. Train beyond the garden, evening coming on. There were plastic motel flowers in a vase beside the bed. There were trucks beyond the highway. There were things we should have said. We had driven without stopping till the map became a blur. The small room felt almost peaceful, though we didn't know where we were. Motel flowers never change, they never bloom, they never fade. Still they watched us through the silence as we tried to find our way. Sometimes beauty isn't living, sometimes love can still feel ours. In a room beside the highway, with the plastic motel flowers. Morning found us through beside the highway with the plastic motel flowers. Faded walls, unfading flowers. Told the city everything while walking after dark. Left your worries at the river, left your anger in the park. Every alley heard a confession, every bridge received a name. Judged you, the city kept them all the same. The city keeps your secrets in the brick and in the rain, in the windows of the taxis, in the tunnels of the trains. You can tell drop of rain.